Now, a report out today says that France counted 1.1 million users of cocaine in 2023. That is almost twice the figure given in the same report 2.5 years ago. We're joined now by Antonia Kerrigan, who's been crunching some of the numbers and to tell us a little more. So, Antonia, can I say we're living through a cocaine boom here in France?
It certainly seems that way, Nadia. I should caveat this by saying the last report was from May 2022. This one came out today and is about 2023 cocaine use. So it's not exactly a year-on-year doubling. However, France is now Europe's 7th biggest consumer of the drug, with 1.1 million French people, as you say, using the drug at least once in 2023. That figure's never been higher. It reflects a strong upward trend, first and foremost globally. I mean, if you look at these figures, you've got a huge jump between 2010 and 2022 global production of the drug. And that boom is particularly noticeable here in Europe, which was a fairly small market for the drug back in the 90s and where it's massively grown since. So back in 1998, the North American demand for the drug was 4 times higher than the European demand. Now the difference is much smaller. North America is consuming just 1/3 more than Europe. So the European market has really been flooded with that drug in the last 25 years. That supply. But we should also think about the demand. Now, the addiction experts who put together this report pointed to 2 factors pushing cocaine consumption. One of them was the changing image of the drug, something that was once associated with overdose and squalor in the popular imagination, now seems to have been democratized and seen by many as a banal and benign party drug. Another group another type of consumption that the experts pointed to is workers often using the drug as a crutch to cope with difficult and exhausting working conditions. And the 2 sectors they named are worlds apart. One is hospitality, kitchen staff working long hours in extremely physical, exhausting work, and seafaring fishermen who are also working in extremely difficult conditions far out at sea.
And look, the numbers for cocaine may be significant, Antonia, but actually they're dwarfed when we look at legal drug use, things like tobacco and alcohol as well.
That's quite right. So you've got your 1.1 million who used cocaine once in 2023 versus 11 million daily smokers and 3.3 million daily drinkers. And if you look at the breakdown of patients who sought help with addiction in 2023, by far the biggest group is those looking for help with alcoholism. That's 50% of the time patients are looking for help with alcoholism. Far behind that come cannabis, heroin, cigarettes and cocaine. And what that shows is that these harmful substances are a huge part of so many people's everyday life. The report also looks into the societal cost of different types of substances and their abuse, and that's obviously something that's extremely hard to quantify. But if you look, by far the biggest societal cost comes from tobacco, followed by alcohol, followed very, very far behind by those illicit, illegal drugs. And the things they're taking into account there, it's a very complicated calculation that I'm sure could be debated for hours and hours on end, but that includes healthcare cost in years of human life, years of quality human life, societal cost of violent crime and public spending on enforcement and prevention. So all this shows is that France is still very much grappling with the public health burdens from both legal and illegal substances.
All right, Antonia Kerrigan, thank you very much indeed.